Over 10 years ago on this show, right when we started doing the long form interview on the Rubin Report, I had Tommy Robinson on the show. Tommy Robinson is, I would say, a British patriot who was one of the few people willing to talk about what was going on with the radical Muslim immigration that was coming into his country and how it was bad for women and it was bad for minorities and all of these things. I got a ton of shit for that 10 years ago. I'm pretty sure YouTube took us down for a little bit, at least demonetized us for a while. It was a huge thing. But finally, 10 years later, this story is bursting forth largely because because X and Elon are now amplifying it. They can't hide the truth anymore. Listen to, I mean, this is just wild, this grooming scandal. This is also from the Daily Wire. The national scandal in Great Britain, where for years, predominantly Pakistani men reportedly groomed and raped young British girls, only to have the government seemingly turn a blind eye, has come to a boil, with many people, including billionaire Elon Musk, publicly calling for the resignation of Labour Prime Minister Keir Starmer. The Labour Party has blocked an investigation into Starmer, who served as head of the Crown Prosecution Service, the CPS. Jess Phillips, Labour's safeguarding minister, insisted that it was for Oldham Council alone to decide whether to launch an investigation into alleged exploitation between 2011 and 2014, The Telegraph reported. In the UK, serious crimes such as rape require the Crown Prosecution Service's approval for the police to charge suspects. Musk wrote this on X. Who was the head of the CPS when the rape gangs were allowed to exploit young girls without facing justice? Keir Starmer, 2008 to 2013. Who is the boss of Jess Phillips right now? Keir Starmer. The real reason she's refusing to investigate the rape gangs is that it would obviously lead to the blaming of Keir Starmer, head of the CPS at the time, who of course now is the Prime Minister of England. So as it stands right now, they believe that there are literally hundreds of thousands, possibly 1 million young girls who were groomed and raped in the UK in the last decade or so by these largely Pakistani immigrants that come in, and guess what? Their culture is different than America. It's just the truth. And they decided not to integrate, not to become part of what we would do here, right? We have the melting pot here. And rape, not good. And it's okay to say that. It's even okay to be a liberal and say that.